Ray Schultz lined up that $2 million contract with Taser before he retired last year. But we have an email that shows Taser mentioned job opportunities to him before the deal was done.
I actually started after I retired, so I started talking in October. After I'd retired, they asked if I would be willing to come in and share some of our experiences, so I agreed to do that.
That's what he told us in February. Documents obtained by News 13 show his new gig with Taser and a multi-million-dollar city contract for Taser cameras were in the works long before that. In fact, his first speaking gig for Taser was last May in Texas, before he retired. But questions about the Taser deal go back further. In January of last year, APD renewed a $1 million-plus contract for Taser supplies. A couple months later, the city put in a first order for Taser lapel cameras, spending more than $100,000 for 75 of them. That same day, Schultz announced his plans to retire. Then in July, a Taser rep sent a 5-year, $1.95 million quote to APD for more Taser Axon Flex cameras and online storage. Schultz then retired in August and sent a note to the same Taser salesman saying, quote, "I will still have the ear of the mayor and CAO on department issues," adding, "If there's anything I can do for you or Taser, especially to talk about our experiences, please let me know." An hour later, the Taser rep writes back asking for insight for going before City Council for a final presentation and writes, "Is consulting something you'd consider?" Schultz replies, "Sure," and says, "As for the final presentation to the city on the deal, everything has been greased, so it should go without any issues." The next month, the city signed the Taser deal. The mayor's office and Schultz declined multiple requests for an interview about the Taser contract. Do you have any concerns that anything that's happened is illegal or unethical?
And I think the explanation that we provided in writing after taking a lot of hours to work with your news station was sufficient and adequate.
That detailed explanation Perry mentioned came in the form of a statement. The use of the term greased by former Chief Schultz in a single email is a poor choice of words. However, the purchasing process indicates no wrongdoing, he said through a spokesperson. Schultz used similar language in an email when he backed out of a scheduled interview with News 13. "I did use a poor choice in words in my email to the Taser account representative," he said. "All proper purchasing and review procedures were followed." That $2 million contract never went out to bid. The city tells us it was exempt from the bid process. There are other brands of lapel cameras. Back to you.
Okay, Tina, Taser has declined multiple requests for an interview about its dealings with APD and its employment of Ray Schultz.